Good morning, second graders. Today we're starting our new unit, Unit 8, which is all about geometry. And our page number today is 233 in your student journal, page 233. Okay, our objective for today is today I will identify shapes and their specific attributes. Okay, I'll give you a second to get that copied down. So today I will identify shapes and their specific attributes. That's how we say this word, attributes. And we'll talk about what this means in our vocabulary today. Okay, I'm going to move this up and let's look at our vocabulary. So first we see what a plane shape is. It's a closed two-dimensional shape that can be drawn on a flat surface. So closed, boys and girls, means that there's no opening. So I'm going to draw, but I'm going to draw in red. So remember, that means you don't draw that. I'm going to show you what it means to be closed. So this has no openings. That's what a closed shape is. This would be not a closed shape. Do you see how you can get inside that? There's an opening there. So a plane shape is a closed. They're not open. And it says it's two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means it's flat. It's a flat shape. That's why it says it can be drawn on a flat surface. Okay, our next word is a polygon. A polygon is a plane shape, so it means it's flat and closed, but it's made of straight lines. So let's underline polygon with straight lines. So a polygon has straight lines. Okay, our next word is side. It's a straight line that bounds a polygon. So this shape that I drew has 4 sides, and when we go through the shapes below, we'll talk about how many sides each has. Okay, then we have an angle, the space formed between the 2 sides of a plane shape that meet at a vertex. Okay, a vertex, we're going to put here in parentheses, a vertex, friends, is called a point. It's a mathematical term for the word point. Okay, that's what a vertex means. It's a mathematical one for a point. Okay, and when we look at our shapes, I'll show you those more. Okay, and our next word is attribute. It's a characteristic or trait. So when we said today identify shapes and their attributes, it means their characteristics. What makes them that shape? What do they have that makes them that shape? Okay, so let's look at our shapes that we have. Okay, our first one is a circle, and we see an image of it or a picture. It's not a polygon, because remember a polygon we said has straight lines, and this doesn't have straight lines. So a circle is not a polygon. It is closed, so we could call it a plane shape, but it's not a polygon. Okay, let's look at our next one. Our next one is a triangle. A triangle is a polygon because it's flat and it's closed and it has straight lines. And a triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. So let's look at, we can see the sides. Okay, these are the angles, and it's really hard to draw them, but those are the angles right there. And then these points are called our vertexes, or vertices actually. So it has 3 sides and then 3 angles and 3 vertices. Our next shape is called a quadrilateral. That's how we pronounce that, quadrilateral. And you might have heard the word quad, just like tri means 3, like a tricycle has 3 wheels. Quad represents 4. So quadrilaterals are polygons that have 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, our next shape is called a pentagon. A pentagon is a polygon with 5 sides and 5 angles. And then our last one's called a hexagon. And a hexagon is a polygon with 6 sides and 6 angles. Okay, so boys and girls, we're just going to kind of have to memorize these. We're going to have to memorize that a triangle has 3, quadrilateral has 4, a pentagon has 5, and a hexagon has 6. Those are things that we're just going to have to memorize. Okay, I'm going to show you my first problem. Okay, this is my first problem. And my first problem gives me this shape. And it says, what shape do you see? So what shape do I see? Okay, so what shape do I see? Well, I see a 1, 2, 3-sided shape that has 1, 2, 3 angles. And sometimes we draw them like that. It also has 3 vertices, which vertices is the plural for vertexes. So I can look back here if I need to, but I see a triangle. That shape is called a triangle. And it says, how do I know? How do I know that that's a triangle? I know because it has 3 sides and 3 angles. That's how I know. Okay, let's look at my next question. My next question says, name a shape that has 4 sides and 4 angles. Name a shape that has 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so I can look back here and see which one has 4 sides and 4 angles. That is called a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has, quad means 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, let's do some of these together, friends. We are on page 234, and here's our first problem. Our first problem says, what shape do you see? So let's look at this shape. Okay, what do we see about it? What do we see about it? Let's count the sides. Ready? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Let's count our angles. There's 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, and 4 there. So there's 4 sides and 4 angles. So what shape would that be? And we can look back at our book to help us if we need to. But a 4-sided, 4-angle shape is called a quadrilateral. Because that quad means the 4. Okay, how did we know that, friends? How did we know that was a quadrilateral? Because it had 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, and I'll give you a second to get caught up with that. But it had 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, let's look at our next one. Our next one says, name a shape that has 6 sides and 6 angles. So 6 sides and 6 angles. So we can use this to help us if we need to. But which one has 6 sides and 6 angles? That's called a hexagon. So let's write that. Called a hexagon. Okay, friends, so you can use this to help you, but we are going to have to try to memorize these. We're going to have to try to memorize that the triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. A quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 angles. And a hexagon has 6 sides and 6 angles. Okay, have a great day. Bye, second graders.